Before Kirk's body is even cold, Candace Owens is coming out with allegations that the Mossad killed Charlie Kirk because apparently he was turning from support of Israel. Well, guess what? We know that that's a lie. Just 2 weeks before his death, Kirk spoke about Candace Owens, and he said some very strong statements about his feelings regarding her rhetoric. Let's listen in.
Thank you for coming, Charlie. And I had a quick question about anti-Semitism online. Another question here they asked about Candace Owens, and I'm a big fan of you. I was a big fan of her, but she's obviously been going down this anti-Semitic bent. And through her, I'm kind of finding out about these other characters online, like Nick, for instance. I'm sure you've heard of him. And these people, they've been active for a long time, and it seems like they've just been ignored, which is working, but now they're kind of surging in popularity. And as someone who I enjoy watching your debate, are they people you'd be willing to engage with and maybe shut them down in a way through a debate or something like that?
Well, I mean, I'll debate Candace. But no, look, I'll debate anybody that shows up at our campus events first and foremost. But I do want to take what you say and extrapolate that there is a corner of the internet of people that want to point and blame the Jews for all their problems. Everybody, this is demonic and it's from the pit of hell. And it should not be tolerated, really. But it goes to a problem of an entire generation that has economic resentment. They don't own anything. They're not getting married. They're not having children. They're depressed. They're anxious. They're staring at their screens all day long. And all of a sudden, your extrapolation of all that is, well, it's the Jews' fault. That is sloppy and shallow thinking. And not only that, they say, oh, it's the Jews' fault. Okay, let's kind of play this out. Well, tuberculosis, that used to kill about 1 billion people. It's a group of Jewish scientists that came up with the antibiotic that cured tuberculosis. How about CPR, the MRI machine? There's over 500 million lives that were saved over the last 50 years because of people that were Jewish scientists that were working on things. They'll never say thank you to the Jews, but they'll always say shame on the Jews. Weird how that works. And finally, they always blame the Jews for stuff. Jewish people are an ethnicity. So therefore, definitionally, you have people that are secular, orthodox, religious, that are all over the spectrum. You're trying to blame an entire ethnicity for a singular problem. Hold on, let's take a step back here. Instead of that, what could you possibly do in your own personal life to improve your own state of being? If you are blaming 0.02% of the world's population for all of your problems, that is not going to be good for your soul. It's not good for your psychology. It's not good for your future in any way, shape, or form. And so I would just say this, that any young person that goes into this hyper online brain rot, you are serving yourself over to your own demise. You are serving yourself into a suicide mission that will not make you happier and not make you healthier. Instead, here's what your attitude should be. Your attitude should be like, I can't own stuff. I got it. Can't own a home. I'm not getting married. I don't know who to date. I said, wow, the challenges are immense. I'm going to now overcome all those challenges and go on an adventure. I'm going to prove everyone wrong. I'm now not going to be a victim. I'm going to be a victor. I'm going to dig deep. This is still a great country. This is a free country. I'm going to use my agency. I'm going to use my ability. And I'm not just going to go point in the corner and be like, I'm overweight because of the Jews. Women don't want to date me because of the Jews. How about this? As Jordan Peterson would say, sit up straight with your shoulders back, follow the rules for life, make yourself interesting, learn something new every single day, and instead of pointing at a small group of people and engaging in this brain rot, become a better person. You'll be happier and healthier, more joyful.
So there you have it. This whole idea that Kirk was fighting in Candace Owens something recently is impossible. From what I understand from other interviews, they have not spoken since 2015. So how did he tell her his recent feelings of turning against Israel? And let's make no mistake, people who are against the state of Israel are against the Jews. The majority of the Jews in the world live in Israel, and the sole purpose of the Israeli state is to protect Jewish life anywhere in the world. So when people talk about free Palestine from the river to the sea, it has nothing to do with land. Arabs have a huge amount of land, all of North Africa, most of the Middle East. Muslims have a huge amount of land. It is not about this tiny New Jersey state-sized state that they care about. It's about getting rid of the Jews, however way they can, delegitimizing the Jews, using scapegoating tactics and double standards. So we just remember, Kirk stood for Christianity. He stood for Jesus. He proclaimed loudly in the name of Jesus. And even though we as Jews don't share that faith, Jesus was a Jew. There's no way that Kirk suddenly turned against Israel. It's impossible. And we see right here, this is just more proof. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and click on one of the videos above for more.